Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, man. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check, man. Mic check. Mic check. Yeah. Ooh. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, man. Welcome to another episode of the P-Ave Perspective. Matter of fact, welcome to episode 44 of the P-Ave Perspective. And you know what it is. This is the show where we get real about the issues holding us back and discuss the solutions, man, to get us there. And first of all, I'd like to say thank everybody for tuning in. As usual, whether you're tuning in now watching the live stream or whether you're watching the replay on YouTube, I appreciate you taking the time out to spend it with me. Man, as usual, we on some real stuff. And honestly, a lot of this stuff I be thinking about hard, and I really be on like at this point in time in life, we shouldn't even have to talk about stuff like this. But the fact that, you know what I'm saying, with everything going on, with everything that's happening in this world, like, we still haven't figured out our place. A lot of us still haven't figured out, you know, what we supposed to be doing with our life. And it's crazy, but it's true. It's true. So today, I want to discuss, like, why are we here, man? What is our purpose? And rediscovering our true purpose, man. Like, think about this. Like, why are we here, for real? Why are we here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a biblical man. And that's the one thing I see that we have gotten so far away from, the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And like, we claim to be children of God, and we claim God, you know what I'm saying? We claim we pray, we claim we do all this when it comes to God, but our actions say different, man. Our actions say different, because regardless of what, just like I said, on a basic standard level, if you are in your right mind, you are in your right spirit, at the very least, you should be trying to be a better person today or tomorrow than you were the day before. That's on a basic level. And I don't see it. I don't see it with a lot of us. A lot of us are caught up in this world and caught up in what this world have going on, to the point where, just like we say, man, the first rule of mankind, the first rule I would say of God is, yes, know God, yes, you know what I'm saying, give God his praise, you know what I'm saying, get to know God better, but it starts with how we treat each other, man. How we treat each other. And there are instances in the Bible where people showed up in human form, but they said they were angels. And I remember my grandmother used to tell me, like, treat everybody as if, you know what I'm saying, it was Jesus at your doorstep. Every person that come to your doorstep, treat them as if they were Jesus, because you never know. You never know. And it's like, that's how our people live, and that's how our people, you know, really won in the game, man. Won in the game, because it's all about how you treat people. It's all about treating people how you want to be treated. But that's the basics. That is the basics. And still, we can't get it right. Like, who the hell? Oh, really? But yeah, like, we can't get it right. We can't get it right. But tonight we're gonna go back to the root. Back to the origins of divine calling and what it really means to live on purpose, man. Because everybody, like, hey, think about it. Everybody is like they living their best life. They living like, okay, what is your purpose? If you are truly living your best life, if you are truly living a life of purpose, what is your reason for being here? What were you meant to accomplish? What were you meant to give to the world? Because I'm not going to lie. At one point, me personally, I was a waste of air. I was a waste of oxygen. And like, when it come to political, I remember, you know what I'm saying, when Hillary Clinton ran for office, was running for president, trying to run for president, and they brought up the old statement where she said that she labeled young black men as super predators. And it's like, black people were really upset with her. But then Black people right now call our young black men super predators and, the likes, because that's what we acting like. But what is our purpose for being here, man? What is our purpose for being here? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think it is. But matter of fact, first let's look at the Bible. Let's look at the Bible, because I'm not a preacher, I'm not a Bible thumper, but that is the blueprint. That is the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? To me, I look at that as like the autobiography or the biography of life. It tells you how to live a righteous life, your purpose, what are you here for, what God created you for. It tells you all of that in there. So I don't see how so many of us are claiming that we are godly people and that we're of God and we call on God, but we not living a godly life, man. And I ain't like, trust me, I'm not saying perfect by a long shot, but like I said, each day you should be striving to be a better person than you were the day before. And it's that simple. But Genesis says we were made in the image of God. We were made in the image of God. That means we were created to reflect God's character, His wisdom, His love, justice, creativity, strength, discipline. We were told to steward the earth. Not destroy it, man. Not destroy it. To build, to multiply, and to be fruitful. And think about it, man. When we say multiply and be fruitful, we're not talking about having a bunch of kids. That's not what he meant. Even though, you know what I'm saying, that's a small part. That's not, what he meant. Especially if you're not taken care of. But that's a different story. But being a steward is about producing, creating, and sustaining life and legacy, man. And legacy. Like, do we not read about historians? Do we not read about people who made an impact and made, you know what I'm saying, name on this earth, man? Even when they gone, we read history, we read autobiographies, we read biographies all the time about people that made a difference in this world. What is your story going to say when they write your final story, when you're not here? What is your story going to say? What is your story going to say? Micah 6:8 breaks it down like this. Do justice, love, mercy, and walk humbly with your God. In other words, live right, love right, walk right. Simple as that, man. Live right, love right, and walk right. Now, like I said, people can say a lot of things about me, man, but one thing you can't say is that I'm not about right. I haven't always been about right. Have I always made the right choices? No. But they say it's a judgment day. They say it's a judgment day. And I know that even though I made mistakes, even though I made some bad choices, I can say I can stand before God on judgment day and say, based on what I felt was right, based on what I felt was the right thing to do, is why I made certain decisions. And I'm cool with that, right or wrong. I learned from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But I have never intentionally hurt somebody. I've never, you know what I'm saying, never intentionally set out to harm. I've never intentionally set out to deceive anybody, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't feel justified. Let me say that I didn't feel justified. Meaning, if you hit me, I feel justified to hit you back. If you try to hurt me, you threaten me, I feel justified in doing what I have to do to eliminate the threat. I've always felt like that. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't tell nobody different. But I've always met people with respect. I've always treated people with respect. And that's one of the main reasons I go so hard in disrespect. when I feel disrespected, because I go above and beyond to respect and show respect. I always have. That's how I was taught. But a lot of us not living right, man. A lot of us not loving right, and a lot of us not walking right. And that's the reason for us being, as a people, being in the situation we were in. That's the reason. We were meant to be light bearers, leaders, not just for ourselves, man. Think about this. And especially us black men and black women. Like in a time where our young black men, our young black women is in the state that they in right now, we need more leaders. We need way more leaders, not just for ourselves, but to shine the light for others that's lost in the dark, man. We supposed to be a guiding light for these youngsters, you know what I'm saying, that's lost in the dark. And a lot of us are lost in the dark ourselves, and still call ourselves parents, still call ourselves adults, still call ourselves role models. You know, when we really, you know what I'm saying, is misleading our kids, man, and really leading them deeper into darkness. So, like, again, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of that? We lost, man. We lost. And while we can discuss a million reasons why we got this way, everybody got an excuse. Everybody got it. We can discuss the excuses until we blue in the face. We always have. We quicker with the excuses, you know what I'm saying, than with the solutions. And I'm really tired of that, because it's getting us nowhere. We blame it on slavery. We blame it on so much stuff. So what happened, man? What happened? We were all here with, we were, God, you know what I'm saying, formed us in his image. He even breathed the breath of life in us, his spirit. He told us what to do. He gave us the blueprint. And like I said, we tell the story about Adam and how we got there. You know what I'm saying? And like I like to say, for us men use that story as a cop-out. Because let's break this down from the start for us men and women when it comes to this, and the role that we're supposed to play in all of this. You know what I'm saying? Number one, we know women these days feel like we're supposed to cater to women. Men are not here to cater to women, man. Let me say that, because look at his purpose. Look at it. Understand this. Like, we were made for each other. No, we weren't. We weren't. We weren't. Now, if you got another story, if you have a different story on creation that show we were made for each other, enlighten me. The story I read was he created man first. He created man, he gave man his job, he gave man his duties. He gave man his purpose. Before anything else, he gave man his purpose. He gave man a set of rules and guidelines to live by. Because like anybody that really believe in God and really believe in your Bible know, man follows God. God leads man. Wife is supposed to follow man, who follows God. Not we were made, you know what I'm saying, for each other. No, because based on the story that we were given, like I said, if you got another story, let me know. We can't be made for each other if he took a rib from the man to form the woman. And if you look at it, he formed the woman to be a helper to the man. Now, let's get this straight. All y'all are not to be helpers for no men. We cool with it. We not saying that. We not. But for those women running around who feel like a man's job is to cater to a woman, that's not his job. That's not his purpose. That's not his purpose. And that might be the reason why you having a problem finding a good man, because that's not man's purpose. Each man has his own purpose. And it is, you know what I'm saying, his duty to find the helper that will help him accomplish that, because his purpose is not just for him. That's what people fail to realize. As a man, once I grew into my purpose, I realized that my purpose is for everybody. It's not just for my wife, it's for other women too, who need nurturing, who need development. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's not just for my kids. It's for other kids who need nurturing, who need development, you know what I'm saying, and who need a positive male role model in their life, a positive male figure in their life. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to your purpose. We got it twisted. As black men, we are needed, man, in these streets to get back out here, man, and do what we need to do to get our kids together, to get our women together, and to get us together as a community. So we can't be dealing with these women, you know what I'm saying, that feel like our only duty is to cater to them or make them happy or make them, like, that's not what we own, man. That's not our purpose. That's not, to the next brother, if you feel like that's your purpose, I can't tell you different about you. It's not mine, though. It's not mine. And anybody around me knows that and understands that. And if you don't, if you feel like my purpose should be something different, maybe you should go ahead and move around. And that's whoever, because we on the real, man. We are on the real. And we're going to keep it like that. But how did we get to this point, man? How did we get to this point where we lost our purpose? We're going to talk about that. But it's basically three things that got us to this point. Distractions, detours, and deception, man. Come on. And like I said, we've been lied to about who we are, conditioned to believe that we nothing but criminals, entertainers, athletes, or customers. Bro, like, believe it or not, I know I'm really tired of saying this, because everybody not kings and queens, but that's the lineage we come from. That's the lineage we come from. That's the potential we have. We have the potential to build real, strong, solid, prosperous kingdoms as kings and queens. We nowhere near kings and queens. None of us right now. None of us. None of us, because for the most part, we too selfish. A king is only strong as his kingdom. And just like I said, if your kingdom is just consists of your household, you're not too much. You're not doing too much, man. You're not impressive. But if your household is on point, if your household is working together as a unit to better the individuals, better the household, and better the community, then you king. You queen. But like I said, I don't see too many of that. I don't see too much of that, man. But like I said, we've let pain, trauma, and poverty steal our purpose, man. That was my point. That was, you know what I'm saying, my problem. Just like I said, I tell people all the time, I was too mature for my age, to the point where once I saw it was problems in my household, money problems, family abuse problems, even as a child, I felt like it was my duty to step up and try to solve that. So like I said, I've been through the poverty, you know what I'm saying, and money pushed me. The want to get out of poverty, the want to not have the want for nothing, the want to not, you know what I'm saying, come home from school and my lights turned off, or not having no water, and I'm having to, you know what I'm saying, take milk jugs to go next door, you know what I'm saying, to ask my neighbors, can we get water because our water turned off. That's what drove me. That's what drove me to say, this school is not paying off. I don't see, you know, football paying off until I make it to the pros, and I need money right now. So that's what pushed me out there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I realized I jumped out on survival. I'm not in that mindset no more. I realized that was a mindset. It helped me make it out of the hood. It helped me make it to the point where I am today. But it's not going to get me to the next level, because the next level is about the prosperity mindset. So like I said, man, we know the systems were built to hold black people down, to keep black people subservient. We understand that the crack was pushed in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, to help derail the black power movement, or the power, you know what I'm saying, the movement to lift us up, you know what I'm saying, and to take our rightful place in the society. We know that. We know that the media tells us, you know what I'm saying, that our worth is in money or our worth is in, sex. That's what our women feel like. Our women feel like, you know what I'm saying, their value is in their body or their value is in their face. You hear me, you know what I'm saying, when they face card valid, my body, this, like, that's cool for prostitution. That's cool, you know what I'm saying, if you making a living OnlyFans. That is cool. But what does that have to do with your purpose for being here? If your body is, you know what I'm saying, your sole asset or your, you know what I'm saying, most valuable asset, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because I'm going to tell you the truth. Men not lacking for no sex, man. Y'all know that. That's why y'all telling us now that the other female is too easy. Men are not lacking for no sex. So we not impressed by your body. We not impressed, you know what I'm saying, by your face card. We not impressed by what you can do in the bed, even though that's all a lot of y'all seem to talk about these days. We not impressed. You know what I'm saying? And instead of being producers, many of us have become consumers. I tell people all the time, either you a hustler or you a customer. 99% of the people I know that these days are customers. It's only a few certified hustlers. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean hustlers, I mean people that look, you know what I'm saying, like buy assets. People that buy assets. And that's one of the things I pride myself on. More people ask me, my wife used to ask me, why are you buying this? And why you buy everything I buy, I can make money off of it. Everything I buy, I make sure I can make money off of it. So anything that I buy, I can utilize it to pay for itself. Believe that. That's what we doing. And I'm like I said, instead of leading with light, we've been following the blind, man. This social media stuff, you know what I'm saying? And now I swear to God, these days, man, there are so many groupie ass black people. There are so many groupie ass black, like, I see y'all women trying to be like y'all favorite reality TV star. I see y'all women, you know what I'm saying, patterning your life and comparing your life to your favorite, you know what I'm saying, rapper or your favorite, you know what I'm saying, social media personality. Man, do you realize, like, we are making special needs people famous? Do you realize we are making women beaters, cheaters, you know what I'm saying, like all this fakery and fuckery, man? That is what we are focused on right now. That is what we focused on right now. That is what we are putting to the forefront right now with everything that's going on. And I'm not understanding this shit, but it's making us look slow and special, man, for real. It's making all of us look like we special needs. I sit back and look at people and like, this what you choose to talk about all day? This what you choose to share on social media? Like, believe it or not, man, I look at social media just like I look at the stream. I'm not going to post nothing on here that I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, say in person. I'm not going to stand on nothing on social media that I wouldn't stand on in real life. And just by what y'all post, a lot of y'all let me know that y'all ain't on shit. Y'all ain't on shit. We in last place, man. We are in last place. And at this rate, we'll never make it to first. We'll never make it to first, man. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I really don't know, but it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because I see the potential. I'm in Shreveport right now. I'm in Shreveport, and like I tell people all the time, people talk about Chocolate City, people talk about Atlanta, people talk, like, do y'all realize Shreveport is one of the biggest, most predominantly black cities? We don't even have that many cities that's the majority black. Realize that. And think about it. That's why they had to switch it up and try to lump us together with Bossier and say Shreveport Bossier. Because that's the only way, you know what I'm saying, that they relevant. Because if you look at the demographics of Shreveport, black people control the numbers. There are more black people in Shreveport than there are whites, anybody else combined. Think about that. But as a city, we in last place. Why? Why? Because we study blaming everybody else and we not assuming responsibility. We talk about what the police won't do. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, what these people won't do. But how can you say blame them when you have the power to take their ass out of office and put somebody else in? You can't blame them. You blame yourself. You blame yourself, man, because since I've been back, I've talked to people about, hey, man, we need to do this. The first thing niggas like to say is, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. The city ain't gonna do nothing. If the people have that attitude, the city people work for you. So if somebody works for you and I ask you, what is your employee gonna do? And you say he not gonna do, no, he not gonna do nothing because you're not gonna hold him accountable and make him do nothing. So that's not on the worker. That's on y'all. That's on us. But look at the cause, man. Look. The fact that we don't know who the fuck we are. The fact that we don't know our purpose for being here. The fact that we don't know what we supposed to be doing in life. We just run around like chickens with our heads cut off, man. And look what all of it leads to. It leads to broken homes, fatherless children, unhealed generational wounds. That's what we dealing with. It leads to violence in the neighborhoods, where so-called kings and queens out here killing each other over nothing. Over nothing. That's what it's leading to. It's leading to poverty. We struggling. We stressing. You got motherfuckers out here robbing, killing, stealing, and everything like that there because we don't even know how to make an honest living no more. That little crack area took us out. A lot of us don't even know how to work no more. A lot of us don't even know how to legitimately go hustle. We think hustling is stealing and doing something illegal, man. That's not our legacy, man. But think about it. That is what we stand for, and that is what we represent now. Criminals. That's, you know what I'm saying, what people see us as now. Because we put that out there. Because we killing each other. Because we stealing from each other. Because we, you know what I'm saying, can't get along. Because we beefing and we competing. Come on, man. How we gonna compete with each other and ain't now one of us got shit? Sounds slow. But lost potential. Young minds in prison or the grave. Because they never found their purpose, man. They never found their purpose. I had to go through that. I done did over 10 years, 11 years in prison, man, before I figured out my purpose. And I try to tell these youngsters, but like I tell them all the time, I hate to say it, but like, you have time. You have time to mess up, make mistakes, go to prison, do 5 or 10 years, get out, and then get it together. We don't. And I tell them, y'all don't have to go that route. Y'all don't have to go that route. Because y'all have, you know what I'm saying, my nephews have something I didn't. They have, you know what I'm saying, uncles, you know what I'm saying, they have, you know, dads and stuff like that that's there, man, that's involved. Knowledgeable, that can help them win, but nah, they don't know what I'm saying, like they say, them old don't know nothing, our school, it's different out here now, school is different, but y'all dying faster than we ever died. Look at the statistics. And the world ain't no different, you know what I'm saying, y'all just, you know what I'm saying, do have way less mental capacity, and y'all dying and going to prison way quicker than we ever was. That's what the youngsters doing, no? And that shit there, it makes no sense to me. But we watching our communities die, man. We watching our communities like die, man. We watching the people in our community die while we sharing shit for likes. We degrading ourselves for likes. We disrespecting our women as men for likes. Our women are disrespecting the men for likes, for attention. That's what this shit come to. God put you on earth, you know what I'm saying? God breathed his spirit within you so you could sell your motherfucking soul for some likes or sell your motherfucking soul for some attention. You the problem, man. You the problem. You our problem. You our problem, man. We weren't created to survive, man. We were created to thrive in this motherfucker, man. But to do that, we have to get back to our purpose. What the fuck were we here for? What are we here for? Really? What are you here for, man? What are you weren't here just to get pregnant, you know what I'm saying, and be no single parent, raising no kids, working, struggling till you die. That's what the fuck you think you was here for? So you really think you was here to be, you know what I'm saying, like 3 or 4 different niggas' baby mamas? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't put here to be 3 or 4 different, you know what I'm saying, female baby daddy. And to be a deadbeat and to be beefing with my motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, baby mama, you know what I'm saying, over bullshit and over, you know, petty, like, come on, man. What are we here for? What are we here for? And we still at it. I see people my age, 50, 52 years old, you know what I'm saying, still trying to talk about their ex, or still, you know what I'm saying, trying to disrespect their baby daddy or disrespect their baby mama. About, man, grow the fuck up. How is that serving? What purpose is that serving? How is that making you a better person? How is that making you real, as we say? We like to say real and we like to say keep. That's not 100, man. That's not 100. That is not 100, man. We on some bullshit right now. And we don't even see it. Good evening, kinfolk. I love you. I love you, kinfolk, to stay up. But yeah, man, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. I talked to my cousin, you know what I'm saying, and she let me know, you know what I'm saying, like I really thought the crack epidemic was over. I thought, you know, the remnants, the residue, you know, it was cleaned up. I thought we had moved on for that. But her working in the local school system told me that we still have parents on crack. We still have kids that are coming up in this world whose parents have zoned out. And like we know, man, look, that hits home. But just like I said, man, to go through that starting at age 14 to 15 and to be 52 now and still see kids going through that, that's the worst shit in the world, man. That like, bro, we need help. We need help. We need help, man. We need help. But the thing about it is, man, we have to help ourselves. Ain't nobody gonna help us. Ain't nobody gonna help us, man. And just like we said, we feel like, oh, is it like, bro, we not living right. We not living right. We not in the right mindset. We not in the right heart. You know what I'm saying? Like we are not. We are not, man. We are not. I see my kinfolk. My kinfolk is so loving, so caring, so outgoing, but just like I said, she has got to the point where she had to hide out from the world, you know what I'm saying, because there's too much bullshit going on. We have to watch who we, you know what I'm saying, socialize with. We have to watch who this, like we have to watch, like come on, man. Come on, like we free black people, man, in a black society where we see black billionaires, we see, you know what I'm saying, successful black people. I see people from my neighborhood who went through worse shit that I went through, that's successful right now in life, that's prosperous right now in life, prosperous in family, prosperous in their company, their business, prosperous in their lifestyle, prosperous in the fact that they can give back and try to help other people overcome the obstacles that they once faced. I'm seeing this, man. I'm seeing this from people who came and had it way worse. So when I see people crying about, oh, the system this, or they don't want us this, or they not won't want us to have this, or they trying to hold me back, and that, man, that is so fucking delusional, for real. That is so delusional, man. We need to wake up, for real. We need to wake up, man. We need to go ahead and get ourselves together and wake up before we wake up dead. If that makes sense, we need to wake the hell up before we wake up dead, man. But we need to get back on track. For real, man. It's like we know the obstacles. We know what we facing. But it's nothing that can hold us back. It's nothing that can destroy us. We still here. Look at all the shit we overcame. From our ancestors overcoming slavery to, you know what I'm saying, overcoming the system and the laws that they stacked against us to destroy our families, to destroy, you know what I'm saying, the respect that we have for each other as men and women, the crack epidemic, you know what I'm saying, the prison overcrowding, sticking all us in prison, you know what I'm saying. Now, you know what I'm saying, it's the gay agenda. They want to make us LGBTQ and whatever other letters they got now. Like, we have overcame so much, man. We are the most resilient people in the world. We have been attacked. We have been beat down. We still here. We still in our right mind, and they still fear us, man. Why? Why? Because they know if we ever wake up and we ever get on point and we ever come together to realize what's really going on, then we become a real threat. Then we become a real threat. That's why they try to keep us dumbed down. That's why they try to keep us, you know what I'm saying, worried about this bullshit that's going on the internet, instead of coming together and getting our shit together. Coming together, powering up, man, doing what we need to do for us, so we can quit begging other motherfuckers to do for us, or quit crying about what the next motherfucker is not going to do for us, man. Yes. We need to get back on track, man. We need to get back on track. Number one, we need to get back on track spiritually, man. It start right there. It start right there. If you walking around, man, with the Spirit of God within you, and you're not a godly person, and you're not trying to embrace that spirit, enhance that spirit, something wrong with you, man. You might be the devil. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of us right now, I talk to a lot of us, and y'all talk about God, and through your actions, and through, you know what I'm saying, like the stuff you say and the stuff you partake in, I don't see nothing but the devil. I really don't, man. And that's just like I said, it's not that hard. Just like it's not that hard to understand, man, that I don't have room to talk about nobody else, because I'm working on me. I don't have the room, you know what I'm saying, to try to belittle nobody else. I don't have the room to be competing with nobody, because nobody can beat me being Toby, man. And I don't want to be nobody else. They got the new saying now, I'm not him. I'm him. I'm not him. I'm Toby. I ain't never wanted to be him. I'm comfortable being me. Can't nobody beat me, you know what I'm saying, like me, so we can't compete. We can't compete. I'm striving to be the best version of me. I don't want to be I've never tried to be nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So we can't compete. Compete at what? Compete at what? I know somebody close to me saying we was doing the podcast like, we come from totally different background. We have totally different views and opinions on life. We have totally different purpose. So we can't be compared. The only way we can be compared if you want to be like me, and that's on you. I have nothing to do with that, but I'm gonna let you know, you can't beat me being me, man. You cannot beat me being me. Black people don't love themselves and others. People are holding themselves back. Men and women need to stop talking about each other and uplift the cousin, for real. That's where we at. Like, I cannot log on to social media without the man bashing or the woman bashing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I have nothing against, bro. I don't rock LGBT. I love women, bro. I love women. If you gave me the option to be in a room full of motherfuckers, I would rather be in a room full of women, brother. I am a man. So I don't see, I'm like the women now. When I see these brothers, you know what I'm saying, getting too deep into disrespecting the women, bro, y'all look like women. Y'all look like, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to go, a lot of y'all need to go and jump to the LGBT side. The women too. A lot of y'all that want to bash these men and this and that, they're going over there. Get you a woman. We okay with that. But we need to stop this motherfucking bashing, and we need to stop this putting each other down. If you not happy, you know what I'm saying, over here, go on there. They got some work for you. They got an L, a G, they got some kind of letter for you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't stay on this side over here talking about you a man and you want a woman and you want a good woman, but you study, you know what I'm saying, belittling and bashing women, bro. That's not how it works. That's not what men do. That's not what kings do, bro. But spiritually, man, number one, we need to reconnect with God, man. You don't need a building. You don't need a church. You need the relationship. You need the relationship with God, man. The church ain't going to do it for you. Going to church is not going to do it. You need to start talking to God, and you need to start listening, man. You need to, because he talked back. I learned that he talked back to those who really know what I'm saying, take the time and talk and really know what I'm saying, take the time to get to know him, man. He talked back. But we need to study purpose in the word, man. Start with Genesis. Start with Genesis, Proverbs, Isaiah, Micah. We need to get deep into the word, man. We need to know what I'm saying. We really need to get back to God, man. We really need to get back to God, man. We need to pray for clarity, pray for strength. Exactly, cuz read it, get deep in it, because that is the blueprint for life, man. That is the blueprint for life. They tell you all this, well, they use that to deceive you. They use this, that's bullshit. They gave you what they wanted out of it, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want you to be able to read it and go in there and read it for yourself, man. Now you know how to read. Go in there and read it for yourself. I never had to go to church to let somebody else read something for me to tell me what it means. My understanding is great. And then if it's not, I have the internet to where I can do more research now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be misled by somebody who was put in a position to mislead me. I can, you know what I'm saying, get in the word on my own. I can talk to God on my own. I can pray for clarity, for strength, for wisdom, for guidance. I can do that on my own. And that's what we need to be doing, man. Get back. And this is what killed me. If you look at it, everybody is spiritual nowadays. But your spirit is evil, man. Your spirit is evil. I can see you, and it's crazy. You come on there, oh God, this and God. One person can say something, you know what I'm saying, and I swear you get the spirit and fire like the devil. That shit is evil. That shit is evil. If somebody has the power to make you act evil when you claim to be a godly person, you are so far from godly that it don't make no sense. You are so far. It's pathetic, man. But personally, man, we have to start really reflecting, man. Ask yourself, who am I? Ask yourself, what am I really here to do, man? Did God just put me, like, at one point I thought, like you said, I know a lot of us youngsters thought, man, we ain't gonna make the C21. We gonna, like, think about that. Like, I went through that, so I understand that shit when I say people are lost and people are in darkness, man. At one point in time, us as black people in my generation, bro, we felt like we didn't live when Boosie said, if you live to see 21 or whatever, 22, whatever, 23, you were OG. Like, think about that. That's just how crucial it was back then. If you make it to just 21, that's adult age. That's not even fully adult. But if you make it to 21, like that is a blessing, because most of us didn't make it, man. That's how bad it was, you know what I'm saying? But like, we choose that shit now. We didn't have that many choices back then. We have choices now. Black people is more successful, you know what I'm saying, overall than we were back then, man. We have real choices. We have real decisions now. We can hustle and make money on the internet, legit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us didn't have no options but to sell dope. I see these youngsters out here today, they mama, you know what I'm saying, is buying them Jordans and dressing them in name brand shit, and they still out here trying to sell drugs or still out here on some illegal shit. Boy, you need to take your ass home. You need to take your ass home. You in the way. Hey, man, cousin, when you were a child, you thought as a child. We adults now. We adults now. So we start trying to start thinking and acting like adults. Personally, like I said, we need to start reflecting, man. Start really questioning yourself, man. Who are you? What are you really here to do? And stop looking for validation outside, man. Purpose start within. Purpose start within. To other people, I am the most arrogant motherfucker that I know. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because, like I said, I'm arrogant in the fact that I know my flaws, so I can work on them. I can work on, you know what I'm saying, strengthening myself where I'm weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes me the truth, man. because I know this. I'm comfortable in my strengths and I'm comfortable in my weaknesses because I know I have the power to better myself in whatever area I'm weak in. So I don't need validation from nobody. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm the dude, you know what I'm saying, that like, well, you this and you that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because you don't know me. You don't know me. But we need to heal from the past, man. A lot of us, and it's crazy because I see so many damaged and battered men, bro. I swear, y'all need it worse. These women are bad, bro, but women are emotional, you know what I'm saying, by nature, bro. You dudes, man, us black men are so weak right now, it's pathetic, bro. I swear, I get women ask me all the time about what I do, and they're like, would you partner with brothers? Like, brother, these brothers are so lost. These brothers are so messed up. You know what I'm saying? These single mothers are killing these dudes. These single mothers got these dudes running around acting so feminine, man. They need feminine products. We need to start passing our feminine products to a lot of these dudes. And that's sad. That is sad. But we need to heal from our past, man. We need to learn to forgive. We need to learn to let go. And we need to reclaim our story, man. Just like I tell people. I wasn't meant, you know what I'm saying? I didn't start off in life wanting to be a criminal and wanting to be a drug dealer and wanting to be a gangbanger. Like, I had real dreams and I had real goals as a child. Like when they say, what you want to be when you grow up? Like, I had real dreams and I had real goals that I was looking forward to. But life shot me a detour. And when I should have stayed focused on that road, I chose to take the detour. I did. I chose that. I made that choice. I made that choice to walk in the darkness, thinking it was going to get me to the light. But when I realized that wasn't how it worked, I had to get it. I had to get it. I had to get it together. You know what I'm saying? I had to get it together. And me being me, when they told me, okay, well, you dealing with this or you dealing with that, like, we'll give you some medicine. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, I don't want my head messed up with no medicine. I'm not weak like that. Now, I'm not saying you weak or the next person weak because they had to take medicine, but I'm not. I don't want to be sedated. You know what I'm saying? I don't need medicine to hold me. Like, I can get my mind together. I can get myself together. It's called control. It's called being responsible. It's called taking accountability, man. That's what we need to do. We need to learn, you know what I'm saying, to heal from the past, forgive, let go of the bullshit and the shit that happened to us, forgive ourselves, forgive the people who have wronged us. We have to learn to do that, man, before we can move forward. We have to. We have to. In our communities, we need to raise our fucking kids, man. TV can't raise your kids. A roof over their head, clothes on their back, and food on the table is not raising your fucking kids. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them, man. We need to start raising our kids. I still remember, you know what I'm saying, when we was young, a lot of these kids, hey, we had to be in the motherfucking house before the street light came on. Do you understand me? Nowadays, you got, you know what I'm saying, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids out kicking on people's door in the middle of the morning and shit like that. Or out pranking, you know what I'm saying, 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, when we know every motherfucking city damn near got a curfew right now. So I applaud the city of Shreveport and any other city when they start saying, we're going to hold you parents accountable. If you don't know where your kids at, we're going to, know what I'm saying, lock your ass up. We're going to give you the ticket. We're going to, yeah. Because parents ain't holding no motherfucking accountability. How the hell is it it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and you don't know where your underage child at? That's a problem, man. That's a problem. Parents need to start back raising their children instead of grandparents. Most definitely. That's it. That is it. And just like I said, even for the kids like that, I'm a grandparent. I help, but I'm not finna do it for you. And I'm helping you so you can have the help you need so you can try to be better in yourself. I'm not just helping you take care of your motherfucking kids so you can go out and get more kids or so you can go out and live your life or you can go, no, that's not what it's about. No, we need to, know what I'm saying, build, create, own. Come on, man, we were the most talented people. You know what I'm saying? Really push the South to the heights, man. We did all the jobs in the South from slavery on, man. Why are we begging now? Why are we begging people for jobs when we were the fucking jobs? We did all the fucking jobs. How do we go, you know what I'm saying, from that to now? We don't own shit, you know what I'm saying? We don't create nothing, you know what I'm saying? We just beg people for jobs. And we just complain because we don't make enough on their jobs. And we just complain because they fire us, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. We sad. We need to get back, man, to building, creating, owning, investing. Stop waiting and start working, man. Let's start working. Let's start working, man. We need to link up with like-minded folks who trying to elevate. Hey, man, I still say, man, y'all heard me. Y'all heard what I talk about. Y'all heard, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of stuff in the works. If you want to be a part of this, man, or if you feel like you have something to bring to the table for us as a community bettering ourselves, man, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. If you have a program, you know what I'm saying, that is, you know what I'm saying, because think about it. They are defunding a lot of the programs that were put in place to so-called help us, because if we be realistic, that shit is not helping us. The welfare system was a stepping stone. They help you with, you know what I'm saying, give you supplemental income. They give off of child care. They offer this. At one point, they was buying people cars. I know a person, you know what I'm saying, that they bought a car just so they can go back and forth to work, you know what I'm saying? They gave child care, they do all this. They did all this, you know what I'm saying, to give people the support they needed to get up, go to school, get a skill, get a better job to be able to take care of yourself. We just use this shit as, you know what I'm saying, like a way to make a living. Bitches running around talking about they independent because they got a welfare check and they got housing and paying $25 a month to where you talking shit to niggas and like you made it. No, man. No, I remember when the stimulus checks came out. I remember a situation where, you know what I'm saying, somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's close to me had told her kid daddy, like, you need to go get yourself together. You need to go, you know what I'm saying, like you struggling, you ain't, you know what I'm saying, doing nothing with yourself. You need to go. Man, they gave out them little stimulus checks. They gave out that little unemployment and think about it. People said, took them back. I'm like, man, well, I thought you told him to go get himself together. The person told me, well, I said, well, I thought she told him to go get himself together. Well, he did get himself together. He getting his unemployment, ain't he? Come on, man. We sound slow. We sound slow. We need to, you know what I'm saying, get to the point where we can do for ourselves, man. What if they take the job from us now? What you gonna do? You're going to be out here robbing. You're going to be out here in somebody's house. You're going to be up in somebody's store trying to take something. You're going to be doing something ignorant and illegal because you don't know how to make it, man. That's crazy. But like-minded people, reach out, man. Reach out. If you're on the same page I'm on, reach out. Reach out so I can share some of these plans with you. Reach out. But because when we get in line with our purpose, we get power, man. That gives us power. That gives us power. And we need our power. We need to take our power back, man. We need to rebuild our power base. The power is in family, unity, you know what I'm saying, extended family, in starting your own business, in, like I say, growing your own food, raising your own food, honing your skills, creating multiple streams of income through side hustles, selling plates, you know what I'm saying? Some people make candles and sell candles. If you got any kind of business like that where you sell crafts and stuff like that, reach out to me, man. I'm always looking to partner with people. I specialize in marketing, business planning, you know what I'm saying? All that, let's work, man. Let's build something and grow. But family, this is not just a feel-good message, man. This comes from the heart. It's a wake-up call. If you've ever asked yourself, why am I here? Now you know, man. Now you know. You're here to reflect the greatness of God, man. You're here to talk, to walk in power, purpose, and prosperity, man. You are here to heal, to build, and to uplift, man. That's what we're here for. And as men, as strong black women, man, we are needed more than ever. Look around us, man. We are needed more than ever to heal, to build, and to uplift, man. We need it more than ever. It's time to stop living off track and start walking in purpose, on purpose. It's time. It's time, man. But drop your thoughts in the comment, man. Like, if anything I said really touched you tonight, let me know. Let me know. What distractions have been holding you back, man? I want to know. And what are you ready to do differently starting right now? I want to know. Talk to me. Let me know something. Let me know something. We winding down. I'm right on time tonight, man. It worked out good. Time worked out good and everything. It worked out good. Let me know though. But don't let this, you know what I'm saying, just be another message that made you feel good. Don't just hit me up and say, yeah, you did that and you talking about some real stuff. Like, cool. Don't let it fade though. Take action, man. Reconnect. Reflect. And let's start rebuilding, man. Reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody, you know what I'm saying, who you know trying to do something positive. Reach out to somebody who you know that's trying to get their life in order. You know what I'm saying? And just like let them know, man, hey, I'm here. I'm here for you. And any one of y'all, man, like I said, hit me up, IamTobyO'Neal.com. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got my number, if you got, you know what I'm saying, hit me up on social media. Inbox me, message me. On any social media platform I'm on, at IamTobyO'Neal. Website, IamTobyO'Neal.com, man. Remember, man, you were born for greatness. Whether you acknowledge it, whether you will ever reach that, whether you even want that. Like it's in your DNA, man. You were born for greatness. Let's walk in it, man. Let's walk in it, and we can walk together. I have no problem walking with you, man. I have no problem walking with you. The more the merrier, man. But until next time, keep pushing forward and stay purpose-driven. Peace and prosperity, people. I'm Mr. O'Neal, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, man, like, share the video, you know what I'm saying? If you digging what I'm saying. If you think somebody else needs to hear it, man, again, if y'all have any ideas and things y'all want me to talk about, man, y'all have ideas of, you know, I'm coming soon, man. Like I said, I'm working on a new platform. I'm working on taking, you know what I'm saying, to a new platform, you know what I'm saying, upgrade the platform. And I'm working on bringing in guests. Right now, I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, maybe once a month, bringing in a guest for an interview, you know what I'm saying, to talk to, man. But like, I'm going to keep y'all posted, man. I'm going to keep y'all posted. And like I said, man, y'all stay up, stay focused, stay driven, man. Until next time, I'm Mr. O'Neal with the P-Ave Perspective. Again, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. And I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all week, man. Peace.